All right, so my name is Qualified, and I'll call myself Qualified because I am qualified to be speaking on whatever I'm speaking on when I'm speaking on it, and I'm not just subject to one qualification. So, in this video, I want to show y'all where I feel like the mark of the beast is coming from, who gonna usher it in, how it's gonna be brought in, and how it's being brought in to this day. So, and listen to this though. This is not all. This is not a coincidence, man. If you think things is a coincidence, you need to reevaluate yourself. Things ain't a coincidence that's happening. There's no such thing as a coincidence. A coincidence is made to believe, made you to think. A coincidence is made you to second guess. It's made to believe to make you second guess. There's no such thing as a coincidence. But back into the video. So the top two companies, top two people who I feel like gonna bring in the mark of the beast, Steve Wozniak. A lot of y'all don't even know who that is, but if you're into technology and if you're a big Apple head, Apple fan, you know who Steve Wozniak is. Wozniak, whatever his name is. I'm gonna pull him up and his information. And the second person who I feel like gonna bring it in is what's his name? Elon Musk. And the reason I feel like he gonna bring it in is because he too much into technology. He too much into AI. He into Tesla. Tesla, he adapting the name Tesla when Tesla comes from Nikola Tesla, the man that supposedly so-called invented electricity, but they say a black man did it. Whatever, whatever. We don't even know. But Nikola Tesla is the face and the name of electricity. He started electricity with the coils and magnetism. And the reason I know that is because I took a little bit of electricity in school. So if you're taking electricity, you're gonna have to learn about Nikola Tesla. The reason that's why they call the cars Tesla, because they run off electricity. So you see what I'm saying? Nothing is a coincidence. So know your facts, know what you read, know what you're paying attention to, and know what you're hearing, man. Things are a coincidence. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started by let me go ahead and pull up Steve Wozniak, Apple, Elon Musk, and not Tesla, because he in bunch of brands. He ain't just in Tesla. He in AI, this and that. AI is out because of him. You know what I'm saying? This man is a multi-billionaire. You know what I'm saying? He probably richer than Donald Trump, but ain't nobody richer than Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this going. So what I want to show you all is um let's get up to Apple products. To notice this, man, I don't care what you saying, how you saying. They want everybody to be an Apple consumer. They want everybody to shop at Walmart and they want everybody to be an Apple consumer. Walmart is another video with another story, but let me give you a brief breakdown. Walmart, let's pull up the Wikipedia page of Apple. Did they put me up on a map? Man. So Walmart made Sam Walton, owner and creator of Walmart, made a deal with George Bush. Walmart is here and forever to stay. Everybody gonna shop at Walmart. They're gonna continue to shop at Walmart because Walmart is locked in one world agenda. Whatever. Like I said, another video, another time. Apple started out small, but it was always big because these is millionaires. These people just didn't start this out of nowhere from dirt and scratch. These are millionaires playing with money, starting companies that it took a little time to research and dig into things. So I'm gonna read some breakdown on this. I don't care what you're saying about Wikipedia. Wikipedia got the truth. Like I said, you got to learn how to weed in, weed out. If you smart enough to know, you know, you know. So um, I'm gonna break down Apple. How I feel like Apple and Elon Musk gonna merge. If they ain't merged already, what they probably have because Apple is introducing AI, and AI comes from Elon Musk. Artificial intelligence. It's already been here, but artificial intelligence comes from Elon Musk. Elon Musk has a major part in Apple Intelligence, but I will go into Elon Musk. So let me get into this before I get on with talking and stuff. So I'm gonna read this to you. I'm gonna read the main paragraph, which is the introduction, and then I'm gonna go down into some history, right? because I done already been looking into this, because this is what got me on to making this video. Some things I stumbled upon. Now, it says Apple is an American multinational corporation and technology company headquartered in Cupertino, California. Pause. Doesn't this look like that CERT thing they was talking about? Hearn, CERT, whatever thing. I don't even know what they was talking about. The thing with the underground pulses that's got it got an underground magnetic field or some stupid stuff to why everybody thinking that this Mandela effect is caused because of that. This looked exactly like that, but up above ground. But I bet they got some underground technology under this circle. It ain't designed like that for a reason. But let's continue. In Silicon Valley, it is best known for its consumer electronic software and services. Founded in 1976 as Apple Computer Company by as a Apple Computer Company is what they should say by Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs has passed away, if you don't know that. I'm not sure when, probably like 2011, something like that. Uh, But whatever. Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, right here. We're going to go into that, man. And Ronald Wayne. The company was incorporated by Jobs and Wozniak as Apple Computer, Inc. In the following year, it was renamed Apple Inc. In 2007 as the company had expanded its focus from computers to consumer electronics. Apple is the largest technology company by revenue with US $391.4 billion in the 2024 fiscal year. Whatever that means to you and however it means. But Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne created this company. You don't even hear about Ronald Wayne. I done heard Steve Wozniak a couple times mentioned in Hollywood type things. You done heard Steve Jobs was associated with Apple, of course, of course, of course. I done heard Steve Wozniak name mentioned a couple of times. But we jumping down to history. So check this out. Let's get a picture of this. Look at this house. This is looking like this is in a nice community, right? Just saying. The address is on a curb. They ain't even got a curb. The curb is flat. There's no curb weight. So meaning when you pull into neighborhoods, it be like curb weight 2,000, this and that, blah blah. This has no curb weight, so you can't pull big, large vehicles in this neighborhood because it ain't gonna be stopped by anything. It's gonna roll on the curb and smash your house. This is in a gated community. This looks like it's on the end of a cul-de-sac, whatever you want to call it. And those that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. And I got a video coming out about maps, and I'm gonna break down the maps and how they talk with these names in the maps. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break that map down. If you really don't understand, I bet if you watching and you watch that map, then you understand. So let's get this. Let's read the picture though. Let's read the name of the picture. Let's read what's going on in the picture. In 1976, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Where is Ronald Wayne? Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak co-founded Apple in Jobs' parents' home on Christ Drive in Los Altos, California. Sounds like a subdivision, like they suburban out there. Got money already. Wozniak called the popular belief that the company was Wozniak called the popular belief that the company was founded in the garage a bit of a myth, although they moved some operation to the garage when the bedroom became crowded. So that's Steve Jobs' parents' home. That picture I just clicked in. None of this is a coincidence. So let's get into this paragraph. This is the history of Apple, how it was founded and where it was founded. So it says Apple Computer was founded on April 1st, 1976 by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne as a partnership. It sounded like Ronald Wayne put the money in it. He came in later, put the money in it, or he advertised it. Ronald Wayne had came in with some type of money. You know what I'm saying? Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak was the brains. Ronald Wayne was the money. Advertising, something. He played something like that. So the company's first product is Apple One, a computer designed and hand built entirely by Wozniak. Get where I'm going, right? To finance its creation, Jobs sold his Volkswagen bus, and Wozniak sold his HP 65 calculator. Neither received the full price, but in total earned $1,300, equivalent to $7,000 in 2023. Wozniak debuted the first prototype Apple One at the Homebrew Computer Club in July 1976. Sounds like white on white, meaning white on white. They white with on top of white with white. Homebrew Computer Club. Sound like some stuff that only the so-called nerds know about. Or money getting money. Oh, my kid is in blah blah. Like whatever. I ain't even gonna go into it. It say the Apple One was a the Apple One was sold as a motherboard with CPU, RAM, and basic textual video chips, a base kit concept which was not yet marketed as a complete personal computer. It was priced soon after debut for 666.66, equivalent to $3,600 in 2023. Skip all that. It ain't equivalent to nothing. I don't want to hear that. Don't mathematic it futurely and pastly when it wasn't done and this and that. Wozniak later said he was unaware of the coincidental mark of the beast in the number 666, and that he came up with the price because he liked repeating digits. Skip all what you heard. People come up with these things and these technologies and they be based on this and that and that and that and that, whatever, whatever, because they praise and they pray and they pray and they pray. You know what I'm saying? Praying don't work in one way. It works in one way, but it works in both ways. If you worship in the devil, if that's something you believe in, and if you pray to him, he will make your things come true. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have hard consequences that comes with it. But if you pray to Jesus, he gonna grant your wishes, not wishes. He gonna grant your prayer as if as needed to when you need them if you're obeying his law. As long as you ain't out here doing wrong and intentionally, if you got a good heart and you know where your heart at and he know where your heart at, Jesus will grant your prayers. But if you worshiping something else, come on now. See, who don't know that? Who don't know that? Who don't know that that has to do with the devil? Why didn't you just say 111, 777, 888, 999, 999, $999? Like you did it that way. You did it like what? That don't even make sense. I don't care how you said or whatever you said, it doesn't make sense. Okay, wow. Just say it's a coincidence. Wow, it's a coincidence. He didn't know. That's all we gonna uncover on the Apple background. That's all we gonna uncover on this Apple background of the history. But now let me take you further, deeper on. I don't even know where to go. I don't know how I got to it. Okay, I know how I got to it now. So, right, take that into consideration. These are all the Apple products, right? These are all the Apple products. iMac, iBook, Power Macintosh, PowerBook G3. A lot of people have seen the Power Macintosh and the iMac. You never seen the pen like tablet. That was Apple's first tablet computer, but it was canceled by the Newton. What was the Newton? Boom, boom, boom. Looking thing like that. Okay, but we ain't going into that. So let's go. Let me show you. It don't stop there. Let's get into these logos, right? Let's get into the. First of all, let me point out the first Apple. Let me point out the current Apple logo. Apple logo. I don't care what you saying, how you saying it. Who did what and how and what came after it? Eve bit the apple, right? Gave it to Adam, so-called whatever, whatever. First of all, Eve bit the apple. Eve had the first bite of the apple. Eve bit the apple. Boom. Out of all the names you can call it, it's called apple. The first sale was called blah blah blah. That sounds like a ritual. That sounds like some type of praise with ritualism that came off after it. And now look where Apple at. First of all, it was Apple and Samsung competing. The Galaxy this, Galaxy that. Galaxy was killing them. Now Samsung plummeted. Samsung is down. Ain't nobody messing with Samsung. They out here messing with Google Pixels now. And ain't nobody messing with the Google Pixels. Everybody on iPhone. I didn't even like an iPhone, but now I got an iPhone. Now when I touch an Android, I'm like, what is this? I was so stuck on Apple. I was confused on working this computer. Cause I'm so used to tablets, Apple tablets, iPads, all that. I'm so used to that. I forgot how to work an Android. And when Android is deletable, you can delete things on Androids. You can take the battery out majority of the times on an Android, but now they're making it so where you can't take a battery out of things. I'm just breaking down how this market of beast is and how it's gonna come in because they slowly bringing it into us. So before I get on the logo, notice this. It started with Apple, where you couldn't take the phone out the battery out the phone. It's hard to get to the SIM card. So it's hard to be easily disposable. If you want to run, you can't. You got to have something thin that you carry with you at all times to take the SIM card out, and you got to break the phone because they can track the phone whether it's on or off. Not only that, they can turn the phone on with their capabilities. Not only that, it has all your information, your name, your birth date, your date of birth, whatever you give it. And majority of the time, people giving them all the information, not thinking nothing of it. You giving them all the information they need, not thinking nothing of it. You giving them all the information they need. So they sending you this. So not only that, Siri listen to you all the time, anytime, every time. You ain't just got to be like, hey Siri. Siri listening to you at all times. Siri listening to you at all times. Just a second. So back to the logo, man. The logo is an apple. Eve bit the apple. Eve is the reason why we in the situation we in now. She done brought us to the knowledge, the realization of what's going on. That we naked, we ain't supposed to be naked, but realistically, a man go outside naked, butt naked right now. A man go outside naked, he going to jail. A woman go outside naked, she ain't going to jail. You know what I'm saying? She may go to jail, people, police, whatever, whatever. Depending on who she is, how she is, 9 times out of 10, she ain't going to jail. They're gonna try to get her home, take her home, try to talk to her. Police gonna try to talk to her, do this, do that. But let a man do it. But at the end of the day, we this is how we came here. So what's wrong with being naked? I'm not saying to go out there and be naked because look at how society making it now. It's okay to be naked. I mean, it's not okay to be naked, but it's okay for a gay man to walk around with some booty shorts on when this man is a man. But just because he portraying to be a woman, it's okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyways, that's a bite out the apple, right? Just say, okay, it's a bite out the apple. It's a bite out the apple, and it's called Apple, and it's bringing in technology. It's bringing in AI technology. It's slowly on, slowly on, slowly. They giving you the things that they already have ventured on 15, 20 years ago. Now that they done mastered AI, it's presented to the public. Years ago, I done watched this video and I'm gonna try to pull it up in this video and show you that Elon Musk was talking about AI technology with putting chips inside your brain. If you don't have the ability, if you don't have the ability of seeing through your eyes, hearing through your ears, or even smelling or tasting. It's a chip that they can put inside your brain that will work that senses. Sounds like the mark of the beast. Not only that, Elon Musk look like he got a chip inside of him. Like he may be normal, but he's weird. He looked like he got a chip inside of him. I don't care what you're saying. Elon Musk look computer operated. He may not be, but like obviously we see these people are fallen angels. I mean, these people are descendants of demons. These people are descendants of the fallen angels, so that means they're demons. White people are demons. If they're not black, if they ain't got a little bit of black in them, then they're demons. Russians, Germans, who knows? Hitler probably had some black in him. Like once again, like I said, I got the video. I got a video coming out about Hitler. It's just taking me a long time because I'll be on some just blah blah. But anyways, let's get on. Let's find these Apple logos, man. Okay, bam, we on the Apple logo, right? Wow, wow. Apple bite out of the apple. Maybe that's another coincidence. That's two coincidences. Look at the first Apple logo. You telling me this is coincidence? It's so-called Isaac Newton sitting under a tree with an apple fell on his head, he discovered gravity. Get up out of here with that. Eve and Adam discovered gravity because they took the apple off the tree. How you know the apple didn't hit Eve in the head and she bit that mug, passed it to Adam, and they talking about gravity? I don't care what you're saying, man. Isaac Newton or not, it's too symbolic. He's sitting under a tree with an apple. Why couldn't an orange fall on his head? Why couldn't what we be using right now be called orange? Orange products, peach products, peaches, peach. It's from California. California is known for oranges, right? Bananas, some stupid stuff. What is California known for? Oranges? I don't even know. But California ain't known for no apples. It's called Apple. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, technology consumers in the world. The biggest technology consumer in the world. Biggest technology consumer and producer in the world. You know what I'm saying? They don't just have parts in Apple products, iPads, Apple Watches, Apple TV, Siri, iPhone, iPods, iMac, MacBook. They don't just have parts in that. They have parts in television. They have parts in Beats headphones. They have parts in all the above. Whatever you can think of is this and that and that. Like I said, they was already money makers, money getters. They come from a suburban area. Steve Wozniak just invented this. He probably went to school for a little bit of technology. But man, what do these people believe? What are these people into? So let's click onto Steve Wozniak real quick before we get up out of here and go on to Elon Musk. Cause man, I done made this video longer than what it should be, and it shouldn't be that long. But I gotta break it down. Cause a lot of people don't even understand. You don't understand, man. And if you're a viewer of these viewings of what I'm posting, you should understand there is something else out here, man. It's only two things out here, good and bad, men and women. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing else other. Ain't nothing in between or this or that. Either good or bad, man or a woman. And women are derived from evilness, if you get what I'm saying. You got some women that's good, but at the end of the day, women are evil. Women can be the evilest things on the earth. Women are derived from evil. She was the first to, a woman was the first to bite the apple, whether Adam bit it or not. Adam is off top a man. He's off top stronger than a woman, so he can bring the pain without bringing the pain. He's a man, but a woman to bite the apple, You don't expect that from a woman. You don't expect a woman to do what a woman do. But when a woman do what she do, you like, dang. They all like that. They all not. But if money can make you do anything, if money can make you do something, you'll do it without money. You just got to know how to play the game. But let's go into Steve Wozniak. So let's get into this man. Let's read. I have not read on him, so I don't know who he about, what he about, where he come from, or none of that. And I'm not finna go in depth on him. I just want to see what it is, what he about. He looking weird as mud though, right? He looking weird. Like what rock did he crawl from up under? Where did he come from? What rock did he crawl from up under? If you didn't know though, 50 means one, but it's half of one. Pause. I say this because this caught my eye. It say they sold their first 50 system boards to Terrell later that year. Paul Terrell is the dude that somehow my finger just scrolled across. I mean, the mouse just scrolled across all down. 50, if you didn't know, one is one. And you break one down, what's the half of one? Half of one is five, right? Point 0.5 or whatever you want to call it. It's less than one. So that means it would be a woman. It's less than one. It don't have the same strength and ability as of or one. But out of all numbers, 250, numbers are symbolic. I don't care what you're saying. Certain numbers are symbolic and they symbolic in a different way. 50, out of all the numbers, he sold 50 for who and why. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out the numbers. Believe it how you want to believe it. If you're a numbers person, put it together. I don't know what it means. But let's read the first paragraph and see if they give us some information on this. And then we're going to jump to dude, Elon Musk. Jeff Wozniak, man, he was born in 1950. Also known by his name, Woz. Woz sound like Wiz, but Woz. No, I'll take that back. I mean, he ain't known by no Woz. He known by Stephanie, Gary. He's known by Steve is an American technology entrepreneur, electrical engineer, computer programmer, philanthropist, and inventor. In 1976, he co-founded Apple Computer with his early business partner Steve Jobs. Through his work at Apple in the 1970s and 1980s, he is widely recognized as one of the most prominent pioneers of the personal computer revolution. So they invented computers. But who invented? Oh, Bill Gates invented Windows. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I gotta look up Bill Gates. I'm just curious, man. I gotta look up Bill Gates. Dang, I didn't mean to do that. I gotta look up Bill Gates. Where is he from? Let's just see where he from. So let's say he went to Harvard. He gotta be from the New York area. He's from Seattle, Washington. So he's from the West Coast. He gonna say dropped out. Get out of here. He still went to Harvard. He ain't drop out of no Harvard. He stopped going because he got the solution. He looking like a turtle, rip They say reptilian, blah 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 blah. Man, none of that reptilian stuff is real. He looked like a turtle, something like that. I don't know, but he looking whatever. But let's get up on Tesla. What's his name? Let's get up on Elon Musk. Let's see if I can pull that video up of him talking about that chip. I'm gonna just go ahead and search it. I'm gonna search Elon Musk technology chip. There you go, the Neuralink. That's what it's called. Neuralink, Neuralink, Neuralink. Man, when you see the pictures, let's get a video up.
All right,
Hold on,
forget
how many
about.
years ago was this posted? 2024. I seen something way earlier than that. But let's see what the 2024 version talking about. Let's bring it up to it. Can we get it on?
If a man really hated ads, here's what he would do. Day one, he would install Pi on his computer without spending a
All right, forget about Twitter and all the controversy. Elon Musk makes some very cool things. This, in my opinion, is the coolest. Neuralink. It's a piece of tech, maybe the one of the most developed technologies ever. It's a brain chip that literally takes what you're thinking and turns it into action. There's one person who has it, 30-year-old Nolan Arbaugh. So he is living
Pause. He's marked. He's marked. He's the first to be marked, whether you know it or not.
the proof. He has been paralyzed, neck down, 8 years. Freak accident at a lake. Left him unable to perform any tasks where you'd use your hands until now. To call this life changing, right, is an understatement. Nolan signed up for the clinical trials. He wanted to be first. Now, this involved a brain surgery to get the chip implanted under his skull. He now says if he thinks it, he can do things only his hands could do before. Like what? Use a computer, play chess, play video games. Nolan joins us now. Did I overhype it, or did I say it correctly?
No, it's probably undersold it. I mean, it's
I
amazing.
undersold
There's
it.
not even words to describe. Yeah, there's not even words to describe how amazing this tech is.
So, oh my God, it's so much. I could do like 2 hours with you at this conversation. I'm gonna have to have you on the podcast so we can
Yeah,
really talk through all
yeah.
this. But give people what they need to know. Like, let's start with when they gave you this option. Were you afraid that like, oh no, like, could I die when they do this to me? Or like, take us through what it was like to have this operation and this risk.
Oh, are we here to talk about Neuralink? I thought I was on here to talk about aliens. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, it was. I wasn't afraid at all. I have my faith. I have a very strong relationship with God, and I wasn't afraid at all. I was at such peace. I trust all the people that I worked with leading up to this, all the people on the Barrows Neurological Institute side. I trust all the people that I've met at Neuralink. I was just excited to get started, honestly. I couldn't wait.
It's really interesting being someone who's anchored to their faith. There's always a belief that God doesn't give you more than you can handle. And it does make you wonder if this
Mm.
technology wasn't a path that only you could undertake. And once you came out of that
Yeah.
surgery and they started to test it, how how does it work? Like, what did you start to experience?
Yeah. It was really cool. Right out of surgery, basically, they brought in a screen that showed a bunch of the neurons firing and said, "This is your neuron. These are your neurons firing real time." And my first thought, just initial reaction, was to start trying to wiggle my fingers, and I saw some of the channels start spiking, and I was like, this is so cool, you guys got to see this. So I pointed them to exactly what I was seeing, and the whole room.
At the end of the day, you get what I'm saying. That's the end of that. That's all I wanted to say on that, man. Uh, he too involved into technology for this to not exist and for this to not go where it's going. Like I said, Elon Musk gonna somehow partner with Apple, which they already did secretly. His AI is introduced to Apple, and they're gonna usher in the market of beats through Apple. They're gonna make it broadcastable. Because if he do it, ain't nobody gonna want it but a certain amount of people. And then not only that, he's involved with Trump, so only certain people gonna want it. But if Apple introduce it as a Apple plant, Apple membrane, Apple whatever, whatever, man, Apple gonna do it. So as a what? Let me try to think of a smart name. An Apple, Apple look, Apple brain, Apple. I don't know. Those gonna be called Apple brain, Apple touch, Apple think, Apple smart, Apple me, Apple watch. Well, it's already Apple watch. But man, he gonna bring it in. They're gonna bring it in together, man. That's gonna be that. So for real, pay attention to that. And at the end of the day, that's the end of that.